It's wintertime here in Key West. We just had a cold front. The wind's out of the north. A north wind does not always hold the best fishing on the Atlantic side, but also it does put you in the lee. So if it is a bit of a windy day, a brisk day, you can kind of get out of the big seas by going down the ocean side. Watch the cleat.
Rob's pet peeve. He's pulling up cleats. He hates them up. He always wants them down. He apparently has lost the fish walking up the gunnel to the cleat being up. So it's one of his big pet peeves. When Rob and I fish together, I am certain Rob 3 or 4 times a trip would love to punch me in the face. You can always tell, and not a lot of people know this telltale on Rob, when Rob's upper lip disappears, he bites his lip down, you want to step back and just back off a little bit. Now is not the right time to poke the bear. He's like, We have a lot of fun.
A key to successful fishing, especially on the ocean side of Key West, is having a lot of pilchards. It's a particular bait fish we use here in the Florida Keys, inshore and offshore. You have to go early. You look for the birds, the pelicans, the terns, and if you're able to find pilchards and fill your wells with hundreds of them, you can chum with them, you can use them for bait. It's just kind of a guaranteed way of making sure your day is successful.
Net, brother. In a pretty little bag. Do like this bow.
I've seen several down the beach a ways dive. There's many ways to catch pilchards. You can catch them on little hair hooks, on rod and reel. You can use sabiki rigs, which are bait catching devices that have hair hooks. The easiest, fastest way to fill the well is by throwing a cast net. Anyone who's ever thrown a big cast net, a 10 or 12 footer like we throw here in the Keys, it's not something that's easily done. It takes a lot of skill, and it takes a lot of skill to find the pilchards and know that the bait that you're looking for is what you're trying to find.
One of the things with pilchards you want to look at when the pelicans are your telltale. They show you where the pilchards are, but the big thing is if the pelican's keeping his head down when he pushes the water out of his bill. He's on little tiny baits, glass mahuras, maharas. If he's on big baits like pilchards or ballyhoo, he'll lift his head up straight away and push the water out.
You want your glasses so you can see? It's not uncommon we will spend a couple hours catching bait just to make sure we have enough for the day, because it literally is a game changer.
One of the really important things if you're going live bait fishing and you're taking the time to catch pilchards is make sure you take care of them. One of the things you really want to look at is the size of the mesh of the net, and you want a soft net. It's very easy to use too big a net and crisp-ish tree your net, so you want to use the right hole size on your net. Also, once you cast net to bait, you want to hurry up and get it in the well. Try not to let them drop on the floor, reef the net up tall, and get them out of the net as fast as possible.
You basically want them to go from the net, free dump right into the bait well, which is running with aerated water. That's your key to successful maintaining the bait throughout the day. If you mishandle the bait early in this whole process, you start losing the bait an hour or two later and your day's done because all your bait dies. So there's little techniques and skills that we do here daily that we kind of take for granted, but many of the people who are weekend guys may not know how delicately you got to handle these baits. It's very important. We spent an hour and a half catching these pilchards. We got 2 wells full. The conditions look decent. It's time to run out to the edge and see what we find. Once we get to the edge of the reef, 50, 60 feet of water where it starts to drop off, the color of the water is the first thing I ever notice is the color. Whether it's blue or whether it's chalky blue. You kind of want to find that zone where the chalky blue meets the clear, purple, deep blue. That usually means there's a current line there, there's a current break. And if you find that right on the edge of the reef, especially this time of year with the north wind, there's no telling what you may chum up. You can find dolphin, kingfish, wahoos, all kinds of bottom fish. Cirro mackerel, blue runners, small amberjacks. We're targeting whatever wants to show up today. We're gonna mark fish, we're gonna anchor, and see what God gives us.
I go a little east of it, a little east of the mark.
These pilchards are like, what the f***, it's deep out here.
We just came from 2 feet of water.
There we go, right here. This is a known Key West hotspot. It's called the Bar. It's basically you have your reef that parallels the Keys that run westward from Key West. And just outside the reef will be 20, 30, 40 feet deep. It'll start dropping down to 100, 200 feet very, very quickly.
The Bar off of Key West is the old coral reef from thousands of years ago. Back when the water table was 35 to 40 feet lower, the Bar was the barrier reef. So what happens now is we have eastbound current washing up to a bar that is 35, 45 feet deep, and you get eddies and bait washes up and the fish stack up on it. It's an awesome bottom contour to just have a blast fishing on.
I think you're good. You're good.
All about you, man.
No, I just...
All about you, brother.
Well, I was out further
I
than
can
you.
go out casting out front. You banish me to the bow. I see how you are. Why can't we just get along? I met Rob years ago when we were filming with Jose. And Rob was a guest on the show, and I was doing the film boat the first day, and the second day we shot together. It's really interesting because Jose and Rob are kind of cut from the same cloth. They're the same intense, love fishing, love the industry, want to do better for it. Just everything about the fishing.
You got bit off?
Felt like it. Definitely got robbed. Nope, bit off. Can't tie a knot, tie a lot.
No, cut the loop. It's right there.
Come on, somebody eat them. It looks good.
All kinds of pelagics swim up and down that edge. Yeah, bottom fish. We're marking fish 20, 30 minutes into this process.
Nice dolphin just swam right by the boat.
I'm just getting ready to hook one right now.
Look at that 10, 12-pound dolphin.
Oh, you mean this one? Oh.
What about that 20-pounder right behind us, Rob?
You see a 20-pounder?
Right there.
You catch him.
I'm busy tying hooks. Somebody made me take my hook off. Oh yeah, take your hook off, Mike.
I can honestly say I was not expecting a dolphin on the bar. It's instant chaos. We start throwing live pilchards out. Mike starts casting baits out. I'm casting baits out. We're instantly doubled up.
Oh, I'm busy getting along with the bars.
All the while, one of us is taking time and throwing netfuls of pilchards out to keep the other ones excited, keep them around the boat.
I got that, you do this.
No, I was trying to keep that one around.
No, I am. I got that, you do that.
One of the keys to successful dolphin catching, once you find a bunch of fish, is once you hook a fish, you always leave one of those hooked fish in the water. If you hook a dolphin, reel it up, gaff it, throw it in the box, and there's no other fish hooked up at the time, often the school will move. It's kind of a step-by-step deal, you know. Mike hooks one, keeps it in the water, I hook one, he brings his in. I keep mine in the water till Mike gets hooked up again. It's this whole process, but all the while you're having a blast doing it because the fish are jumping, they're running. It's about as fun as fishing gets. It's catching, it's not fishing anymore once the dolphins show up. I got another gaff.
Oh, you got
Take
another
that
one
one back there for you.
Good. Sounds like meat hitting the deck.
I think we'll leave him in there for a second.
This time of year, the blackfin tunas, the sailfish, everything pushes the bait up on the reef. With a northeast wind, what typically happens is all the fish move to the reef because the ballyhoo and other fish are pushing off the reef with the currents and the winds. But the other telltale normal sign on a northeast wind is the dolphin come up on the reef to spray ballyhoo.
Oh, snap.
We were anchored down, and a dolphin came in, and it was a blast. There are not a lot of them there, there's 5 or 6, but it's a mayhem.
It's like two little kids in a playground that had never seen a playground before. I saw one up there. Oh, here he is, right here.
Lizzie, stop. He ate it. I was trying to bait that one, sucker.
We do this every day. We take customers every day, but it was such a blast to hear Mike laughing and hear him busting my chops, all the while we're fighting fish through all this chaos. I just saw another one.
There's another
one. Heads up. The other one's back there.
Hey, Rob, when you get a minute,
Huh?
when you get a minute, that one's close. Nice dolphin, man.
I think we'll leave him in there for a second.
Whoops. Oh, I'm not allowed to throw the jig, but you are?
Dude, that's the only thing that has a hook
Oh,
on it.
I see how it is. You know, these are absolute textbook dolphin northeast wind.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. The last time I caught dolphin with you in Key West, it was these exact conditions.
Up
And we
northeast
were
wind.
looking for sailfish.
Yep.
We weren't dolphin fishing. There he
It
is.
is right there. It's on the left, all the way. You got it.
There he is, right by
outside
yours.
mine. You want a hand?
No, I'm just trying to get up here and get my gaff.
Okay. Meanwhile, I just hang out with mine, trying to keep the others around.
He didn't like that.
And another one over here.
That's mine.
Oh, that's yours?
Yeah.
You want to get yours on your side of the boat?
Well, it's a long story.
Can we do mine now? I don't see any more. I always saw the 5. Oh, you saw that calf and said, I don't think so, brother. Tell you what, that little dive platform is nice in between the motors.
Yeah.
You went to go around the motor, I just walked out there. It was kind of nice.
I've always prided myself on the little skills of fishing. You know, whether it be being able to pole a boat quietly on the flats, or work a jig properly in deep water with a spinning rod, or flow up through a fly well, and gaffing fish is one of those things that I've always prided myself on, and I've always felt like I was pretty good at it.
Swing and a miss. 2. 3 strikes is the answer. Right in the meat. Rob was trying to do some fancy gaff work. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. No, actually, on the 3rd strike, he got it. But if I had missed the fish twice, I'm thinking I might have caught a little bit of flack.
I was trying to make it hit the camera. And of course, Mike is in the back of the boat razzing the hell out of me the whole time. So I wasn't missing, I was trying to do some trick shit. You know, I don't know if I was just missing or seeing double vision or if the fish was just diverting the gaff every time I tried to swipe at him. Whatever it was, that fish made me look like a fool until the final shot. You know, the first spot of the day, took a little while for it to get going, but once it did, the Dolphin showed up, kind of made that spot happen for us. But once the Dolphin flurry was over, the spot was kind of over. The current kind of started slacking off, not much life going on. They weren't marking much on the screen. It was time to make a move. One of the draws for me in Key West is the tremendous bottom fishing here. You can bottom fish in all of the Florida Keys, but there's a difference in Key West as far as the quality of fish you encounter. You encounter big groupers, big mutton snappers. And if you run a little away from the fleet and get in places that aren't hit every day, you can find some of these quality fish. So we had some fish in the box. We had a good Dolphin flurry. We were gonna go try and catch a quality bottom fish.
Rob and I talked about it, and there's a spot called Cosgrove Hump we ran down to. And we had some good baits. We picked up some speedos. We still had a bunch of pilchards.
And immediately started marking fish. I mean, this place looked like it was going to be alive, so we threw the anchor out, started chumming, started the whole process over again, just like we had done in the last spot. And not much was happening. It was a little slow, throwing some pilchards out, nothing crashing the pilchards behind the boat. I said, what the heck, we got these big baits we had caught earlier. We'll put one down on the bottom. Big bait, big fish. It often works that way in the saltwater.
What you got?
I don't know, but it's going the wrong way.
Let's slide this out of the way.
Feels like a good fish.
And don't lose it.
You just had to say that?
Nope, just had to. What did you eat?
Speedo.
Sweet. Live one or dead one?
Live one.
Right,
I'm gonna tell you what, if I didn't have them on this rod, I would not have stopped them because I could feel the bottom right when I...
Digging deep.
Uh-huh.
Sweet, I want to see it.
It's coming.
Don't lose it.
You're such... Sure acting grouperish the way he's coming now, you know?
Yep, there he is. Nice, look at him blowing air. Oh, you take the rod? Nice red there,
look
bro.
at that sucker.
Nice red.
Dang, you know, I don't know if I've caught a red that big in a while.
Nice red.
That was cool.
Nice red.
That's a bad head grouper
Nice
there.
red there, brother. It's that time.
We gotta let him go, don't we? Dang it. Awesome red grouper. I mean, about as big as red grouper as you could ever expect to catch anywhere. Dang, brother.
Pretty work,
That
bro.
thing kicked my butt for a second there.
Nice red.
Just like a grouper.
You'll love that.
We were here 5 minutes, made a move, trying to finish today with a good fish. That was a good fish.
Pretty work, man. That was
Hey,
hot.
thank you.
Good job.
Good job on you. You picked the spot.
Let's get another.
We got time. I'm not in a hurry. This was a prize fish for me. My day was made, but the spot was just starting to come alive. Drop another big bait down, just like we did for the grouper. Wasn't there long. Boom, boom, Rod doubles over. We got something going on.
Don't lay it in the bottom.
Hey, 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 hey. Go to your side of the boat. Got them coming now a little bit. You making sure I don't lose them? You're such a good friend.
I see what you lose before you lose them.
Ain't got color yet.
Come on, take it to me.
Well, it's 125 feet of water.
Lord, I gotta go back over there, see. Oh, come right here. Oh, yeah, that one's mine.
This was acting a little different than the grouper. We thought it could be a mutton snapper, and it turned out to be one of the biggest mutton snappers I've caught in years. Made a great ending to an awesome day. That will friggin' work. Man, they're such pretty fish. You know, when they're lit up pink and red like that, pretty damn pretty on the dinner table too. Might need some more Speedos.
I was thinking the same thing.